they're worried about getting hit and losing all of their air momentum since Ridley's airspeed, his air acceleration is god-awful.
Right, right.
And this is probably exactly what SoftAsSilque is going to be keeping doing with Pit instead of Dark Pit going into this Ganondorf. Because all you need to do is hit the arrow and take away all his momentum. Yeah. You don't need to give him any knockback or anything.
So I will just stay here at ledge and edge guard you from, a quarter of the stage because I'm Pit and I can do that.
And Pit has a lot easier time of it than Dark Pit does. Mr. Nichols, his whole game plan is he's incredibly good at reading the habits of players and breaking through their zones.
Yeah, this is something I was talking about earlier. One of Mr. Nichols' strongest qualities is his ability to use the fear that his Ganon produces against you.
Nice aerial grab. Nice aerial choke.
Goodbye.
So aerial choke is very different to just a normal grounded side B.
Is that right?
Because you can't tech it.
Ah,
You're physically not able to tech it.
Ooh.
Which means that suddenly you have half of your options just removed. Which means Mr. Nichols is able to play a rock, paper, scissors of whether you stay in neutral, get up, roll away, or roll in. You have 3 options, and if he guesses right, you die at 100.
Yeah, it's literally just an RPS.
He doesn't hit it all the time. Good players are typically pretty good at not picking the same option twice. But, sometimes Mr. Nichols, he's so good at keeping it even that all he needs is you to make one mistake for him to able to take it. Aerial choke again. Yeah, Pit's tech roll is going to be too good.
Yeah,
not going to be able to get that. Pineapple by PS2. Ganondorf did the exact same thing earlier. Dog. This is why I'm so mad about people getting rid of Kalos.
It's just a little bit of spaghetti. It's just a little bit of spaghetti. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen either of these players in winners finals of a SmashLAN'd. So, that person might be getting them.
Gotta say, Mr. Nichols doesn't come up here a lot. He has so many notable wins, the best of which being over Doorstop. Doorstop ZSS with his Ganondorf.
I remember that. Goodbye.
That was at YMCA. Mr. Nichols just doesn't come to Game Arena here a lot, but the few times he does, damn, he tears it up.
Yeah, we're seeing the fruits of that labor right now.
He held down on his up B to go and miss the ledge. He's mixing up his recovery, tries to get the grab, but Pit's going to be too deep. He's going to make it back anyways. No Sparta kick! Ooh. Mr. Nichols and Simeon both have this excellent up smash, right? They do the same thing of their characters don't really have a lot of stuff that can hit them diagonally. So a lot of players like to jump at them and, try and do an aerial over their shield, trying to force Ganondorf or Ridley to jump out of their shield. Mr. Nichols and Simeon are both so good at catching out of that, running up underneath them and just up smashing.
Yeah.
No one ever expects it. Only ever comes out on the last stock too. Mr. Nichols will never use that up smash until you're about to lose the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
so
like
funny
something
how he's able to condition you.
That was being talked about earlier. It's just like saving those moments for when they're going to pay off the most.
That's probably his best strength. So we're just going to be going back to PS2. This is a fine stage for Ganondorf. It's not like he has any really good ones outside of Smashville and Lilac. Wow, that really caught with the down smash. Luckily, he saved his jump. He still has no jump, but yeah, no two-frame that time.
Yeah.
And now Pit's strong ledge trapping versus Ganondorf struggled to get back onto stage. I like how Mr. Nick
traded with.
Yeah, it was a grab. That's why Soft only took 3%. I like how Mr. Nichols tried to jump off ledge and then wave landed back down. Ganondorf doesn't have a whole lot of mobility options, right?
Yeah.
So he kind of has to take what he can get.
Yeah. On top of that, it's not an option you see very often. It's like,
yeah. Even with a jump, he's not going to be making it back from there. And it's the arrow. That's all it is. Dark Pit arrow couldn't have done that. That is all Pit. Not going to be able to get that grab. That back arrow is pretty safe.
Yeah, even if those arrows don't hit, right, they still force you as Mr. Nichols to be in a worse position.
Yeah, they force you to air dodge. They force you to jump. You need to start burning resources to get around them. And when you're trying to recover with as few resources as Ganondorf has, that's massively, massively not good. He's just trying to nair to keep self up, and that's going to be a spike. He still has his jump. He's going to be able to make it back, too. Holy cow.
Great awareness from Mr. Nichols.
All right, Clanks, yeah, he's been throwing out a lot of nair off stage, just desperately hoping to Clank with the arrow so he can make it back without burning any resources. There it is again. He's calling it out.
And yeah, this is the same thing that happened to Mr. Nichols last set that we saw. He is comfortable now.
Yeah, he's not even
he's
down.
Ready.
Oh, he's not even down. I'd call this even until he goes off stage. Then it's not even. Nice grab. Ooh, Silk's able to tech it. Yeah, Mr. Nichols is able to take center stage. Armor's through it.
Pit also has armor. That's crazy.
All right, just mixing up his recovery. Burned his jump. He's able to weave around that. Holy cow, no ledge trump. But that dash attack will be able to take it at
So just a
108%.
little bit of sleep at the wheel, and he will die for it.
Just got hit by the one shoulder tackle. That's the scary thing about
There's
Ganon.
another one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's like,
God.
what can you do? It'll cover everything. That up smash is bigger than the platform itself.
Yep, very similar dash attack. Yeah, no, that's not
Great
dead. He
DI.
still has his
He's
jump
not dead
too.
yet.
No
Unfortunate.
spike either.
Unfortunate.
Oh, he just drops. All right, so SoftAsSilque isn't going to be able to punish that lack of ledge and tangibility. Mr. Nichols just jumping back fairing, trying to be as safe as possible. He knows one hit could be enough now that he's got burned his air dodge, stills his jump, able to make it back. That was beautiful.
His patience on stage is easy.
Mr. Nichols keeps neutral get-upping. That's the first time that Silk has punished it, but Silk was able to punish it. Now that we're looking at a last stock situation, doesn't matter. Mr. Nichols takes game 2.
Just caught him. He just caught him.
Wow, up 2-0 against Pitt. Mr. Nichols is really on something else tonight. I love watching this guy play. Holy cow. Coming all the way out from Wright State. The only reason he's playing right now, he doesn't typically go to a lot of tournaments, is because he's a star member of the bowling team down there at Wright State. He
No kidding.
No, he kicks ass. So he goes to a lot of tournaments. He goes to a lot of practice. Right now, it's winter break.
Oh.
So guess
Oh,
what
dear.
team Mr. Nichols isn't practicing with right now because it's winter break?
Ah.
The bowling team, which means he's coming out here to SmashLAN'd. He's going to a lot more connects. He's going to AL. He's going to Shield Break. Dayton Smash Bash next weekend. Mr. Nichols is going to be coming to a lot of things. I'm really excited about it. Soft going to be deciding to go Dark Pit this time with the FD counter pick.
Why could he be doing this?
I am not sure what the difference is. SoftAsSilque is probably noticing that the number of platforms there on PS2 was hurting them. Mr. Nichols' mobility with his crazy mobility with the platforms. We saw how he was able to waveland really well a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't even just that, right? It was the situations that
He could create.
yeah, the
Like with up
situations
smash.
that, yeah, he was just getting, it's like, it limits yourself so much with those platforms against Ganon. It's like, just get rid of them.
And I think, Silk is deciding, no, these platforms weren't working. Armor's 30, are you kidding me? Weren't working, and the normal pit arrows weren't cutting it either. So SoftAsSilque is
Little early
deciding,
there.
you know, I don't need to hit all of my arrows because I wasn't hitting a whole lot of them anyway. Mr. Nichols is really good at avoiding them. Sometimes all I need to do is hit one with that extra knockback, and that'll be enough to kill him without me having to worry about him even getting back to stage in the first place.
Yeah, oh, we got the spike that
Good
time.
spike though, yeah, got it that time. Mr. Nichols.
This is something I was talking about
Up tilt.
Silk's adaptation is crazy. He adapts so well. It's like, this looks like a completely different set.
Yeah, this looks completely different. And the only difference is what? The stage and a slight character pick.
Right.
Silk is just doing it incredibly well. Mr. Nichols weaved around that arrow, gonna hit that back air, but he's 2 stocks down at 63 on FD. There's no platforms that he's gonna be able to tech on to escape these nair combos. There's nothing he can do to escape the drag downs.
And there's nothing that Silk has to worry about when it comes to these hard reads. Like, okay, goodbye.
I
Thanks,
don't
try
know if maybe Silk was using side B a lot more in that matchup as well. It sure is a better option at getting Ganondorf off ledge when he's trying to, you know, keep you off of it.
True, true.
Gotta say, yeah, must have been making the difference there. I think it was more the stage than the character pick, but SoftAsSilque, comfortable with both the characters. Yeah, Battlefield's definitely the play for Mr. Nichols. He is a big fan of these triplats.
I wonder what Silk had to abandon in that case.
Had to have been Smashville.
Smashville?
Smashville for a fact
Yeah.
for one, because
Smashville.
Ganondorf's great on Smashville. The other one, you know, maybe Yoshi's.
Yoshi,
With
yeah,
small-
that's a good guess. Bastion is also, wait. No, that was another set. It could have been also the Bastion, but
It could be Bastion, yeah, with the same platform layout. Mr. Nichols has the same amount of strength. But yeah, this triplat situation does give him more mobility than he would have on FD, of course. But even so, these combos still coming out from SoftAsSilque. Mr. Nichols so good at keeping calm, he does not. He's kept his jump, yeah. He doesn't really care about taking percent. He's very much of the idea that as long as I keep taking percent and my opponent can't kill me, I will kill them first. That's just the heavy.
it took
Oh my god, it took a jump. No way. I don't think Pit Arrow could have done that because the extra knockback there. Definitely.
True.
Yeah, it messed up. Even Pit Arrow is faster. Mr. Nichols couldn't have gotten out that jump in time. So just a slight little difference there. SoftAsSilque doing a really good job catching that tech chase.
Silk is just kind of running a train on him right now. And
There it
Mr.
is.
Nichols is starting to bring it back, but also keep in mind that he started to
Aerial
lose
choke?
his composure a little bit.
Yeah, the neutral get up. That did
But-
55% off of a string.
And counting. He's
Oh my god!
oh.
Okay, Mr.
Wasn't
Nichols
he
has
at
no
like
jump.
0
At
5
0.
seconds ago?
Yes. Soft was at
That
0,
is
and then they got
insane.
aerial choked.
Two read, one neutral win and one read. That's all it took.
There, another aerial choke. All right, he was trying to read a rollout, but Soft did a neutral
That
get
seems to
attack.
be like Nichols' default. It's like what he likes to go for.
Most people like to tech toward the stage because they don't want to get, Sparta kicked or stomped on.
Right.
It gives them more space, but he's pretty good at predicting that since it's statistically what most people
It's
want.
what he does.
Now he's up. Pit couldn't have
Just
done
straight,
that.
yeah, just straight up dice.
Pit couldn't have done that. Because Mr. Nichols and Ganondorf's air dodge are incredibly predictable. This is a character with almost no airspeed or air mobility whatsoever. So when he commits to something like an air dodge, you know exactly where he's going to be.
Yeah, and
You
that
can
just makes
react
so
to it.
easy.
Yeah, and then just hit him. All right, get the drag down Nair 1 into 2 jabs. But even so, Miss SoftAsSilque, not phased. They're going to be able to get a little bit of a combo. Knock Mr. Nichols off stage again.
There's something that Silk really likes to do a lot. It's like
Grab.
that dash.
Oh no! All right,
It's
barely
fine,
going
it's
to be able
fine.
to make it back.
He likes to dash towards the ledge, dash back, wait for the neutral get up, and then cover that with Nair, that long-lasting hitbox.
It's Mr. Nichols' best option because a lot of characters like to jump, right? It gives them extra mobility. Ganon's his jump sucks, but neutral getup gives him the most intangibility on all of his getups. Woo! Barely able to make it back. So yeah, he's always going to be picking that option, just trying to get himself ledge cancel, most intangibility.
Oh.
Breaks it. All it takes is one hit. All it takes is one hit from Mr. Nichols. I don't know if he has to jump. He didn't, but he's able to make it back anyways. All right, he rolled that time as a mix-up, able to pull out the shield in time, but back air is going to be knocking him off stage again.
It's going to interrupt that.
He
up
stalls
tilt.
his jump. He had to air dodge and he gets spiked for it. That air dodge is so
And
predictable.
We are going to see a game 5. Great awareness of Silk to frame trap that air dodge like that.
That's all it was.
Beautiful.
That was a dark pit frame trap. Wow, that was so good. SoftAsSilque just clutching it up there at the end, even through all of that Ganondorf pressure. That was horrifying. Sticking with Dark Pit. Yep, Dark Pit's doing way better than Pit. I don't know where Mr. Nichols wants to go now, though. I did not see what stage we were going
I
to.
also missed it.
Battlefield. Okay.
Makes sense.
He still feels like this is a good stage, of course. But this is going to be it. This is deciding who is going to be guaranteed third or second. Who's going to losers and who's going to grands.
That is interesting.
Well, yeah, on a character as large and as slow as Ganondorf, you get a lot of extra
Yeah, you
things
just
that
kinda freeform it.
yeah, wouldn't really be as true. Gets the aerial choke.
Ah, jumps into it.
Tried to
Happens.
read a neutral get up. All right, Dark Pit just waiting. Mr. Nichols has to waveland back down as a mix-up because the only thing he has is either neutral get up or trying to mix up everything else. Dark Pit's ledge trapping is really good. Mr. Nichols and Ganondorf can't really get off the ledge really well, trying to go on the jump. What a shield broken, but SoftAsSilque with the intelligence to just jump away. Ganondorf can't chase you.
It's like I don't want to be here. I don't need to be
The
here.
drag down. I can't believe Mr. Nichols is ready for that. Farragut.
It was not ready to DI it. Not ready.
All right, going to be throwing him off stage. Forcing the air dodge out from Mr.
Good
Nichols.
dodge.
Oh, he SDI'd up out of the first hit. Oh my God, that's crazy. How is he ready for that?
Oh man, that it just goes to show like the broad level of talent that we have here. It's like who thinks to do
Nice
that?
turnaround grab. Yeah, he literally just had to react to that in a split second and do it. Like, I know Pit is notorious for having multi-hits that don't consistently work, but damn, Mr. Nichols having to adapt and take advantage of his opponent's character's weakness like that, that's a lot of intelligent play that you're not going to see anywhere else than in grand finals of SmashLAND.
That and just raw
Winner's
reaction
finals.
speed.
Okay, gets the turnaround grab again. Down throw is not going to combo into anything, but it does send Silk off stage.
Yep.
That'll catch it!
Wow.
Calling out that jump. You see Mr. Nichols, that's another option that Mr. Nichols hasn't been throwing out a whole lot. Up B does catch Pit jump incredibly well, but Mr. Nichols is trying to condition Pit to keep jumping.
Now he's starting to pull out things that he wasn't really showing off in the first 4 games.
Now that it's game time, he's got nothing left to lose.
We're getting to the core of the issue here.
No Trump. Waveland's back down, trying to get it fair. It's going to be safe. Tanaka get punished and he hits the toes!
Such a difficult situation to be in.
Punched old Dart Pit in the feet, and Mr. Nichols is going to Grand Finals winner's side.
Congratulations to Mr. Nichols. We will be seeing him later on.
Absolutely. SoftAsSilque is going to be sitting in losers finals.